Did you know that even though there are tens of thousands of words in the English language, you really only need about 3,000 of them to say anything you need to say? I'm teaching 3,000 words in 3,000 days. Stick with me and you'll get a new word every day. Instead. Instead is an important word that is going to signal a change. Okay, so if you are reading or listening and you hear the word instead, it's in place of. It's going to show something different. Okay, so this person is choosing instead of being sad, this person chooses to be happy. Do you see how I said that? I signaled at the beginning instead of being sad. And we usually use instead with of, instead of. Instead of choosing to be sad, he's going to choose to be happy. Okay? So the word instead signaled that I'm going to show two different sides. In that way, instead can mean in place of or rather. It can mean alternately or in lieu of. You might hear in lieu of. So I have here a pink hat. I wanted to wear my black hat because it would match my sweater, but in lieu of my black hat, I chose to wear my pink hat. Instead of my black hat, I chose to wear my pink hat. In lieu of or instead of. So it shows a choice and an alternative choice. I decided to drink tea instead of coffee this morning. This shows I'm substituting between two options. All right, we're going to correct or contrast. He wasn't angry. Instead, he was quietly disappointed. So not angry, but disappointed. Instead can be but. We use it the same way as but. This highlights the contrast between expectations and reality. It implies a consequence or a preference. She didn't call him back. She stayed home instead. So we have seen instead used in 3 different places in the sentence. This sentence shows it in the middle instead of coffee. This puts it in the middle. And here it's at the end. She stayed home instead. You can change this. He wasn't angry. You could put instead of being angry, he was quietly disappointed. So you can change the syntax a little bit and put instead at the beginning. Instead of being angry, he was quietly disappointed. But instead of will follow, we'll have a noun following it. That's why we have instead of being angry. Implying consequence or preference. She didn't call him back. She stayed home instead. We could go to the movies or we could stay home instead. The committee, we're looking right here, the committee rejected the proposal. The council instead chose a different approach. Okay? Notice when I put it in the middle, there are commas around it. I'm interrupting myself with the instead. I could have said, the committee rejected the proposal. The council chose a different approach instead. I could put the instead here. But if I interrupt myself like this, then I'm emphasizing. It's more formal. It shows more contrast. If I stop myself and say, instead, ... This instead doesn't really have, it could have something kind of opposite. I might say in addition to, because instead shows a contrast, in addition to shows a furtherance. Furthermore could also be an opposite to instead. There is no noun for instead. There's no verb because instead is a conjunction. There's no adjective or adverb. Instead is a conjunction. Instead. I really hope that you enjoyed this word. Use it 5 times today. Write it down. Commit it to memory.
and I'll see you in the next lesson.